I've deliberately not been asking you questions, too
Yeah.
many questions, because I thought it'd be cool to do this.
Put it on the spot.
Put it on the spot. Most people just probably listening to the podcast can't see where we are right now, but we're in this beautiful jellyfish villas, which your parents
Built,
built.
sold to some investor friends,
Yeah,
and now run and manage.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought it was older than it was. I only got told the other day that it's...
Yeah, Dad was building it during COVID times, 2020, 2021. Then I believe we opened at the end of 2022.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
so
a
it's
2-year build.
still relatively young. What were they doing before that?
In Australia or Bali? So Mum was an accountant in Australia and
Right.
Dad had a landscaping business.
Huh.
Yeah. And
She didn't even mention anything the other
Didn't she?
day when I said, oh, my partner's...
yeah, she worked in banks and she went to QUT to get her degree.
Yeah.
And then I think Dad had midlife crisis and sold up his business on the Sunshine Coast. And then in 2012, we moved over here. The reason for Bali was mostly around surfing. I think Dad just had a pretty stressful business and he wanted to
Yeah.
kind of just start enjoying life a bit more.
See that with a lot of people around about at that age.
Yeah. Dad was around 45, I think.
Oh, well,
So, yeah,
that's actually way younger
Yeah.
than some of the other
Yeah.
people I know.
And then, Mum and Dad met here. They got married here. It's just like their happy place.
Yeah.
So I think sort of made sense for them to shift over here when they had the opportunity to.
So 2012, how old were you?
I was 8.
Right. Yeah.
It was my sister's 6th birthday the day we moved.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
11th of July, 2012.
Yeah, and then so from 2012 up until 2022 when they built this, what were they doing here?
Mum started in wedding sales. It was called Samara and the original Finn's Beach Club.
Yeah.
And they rebranded to be Sunday's Beach Club and the Ungasan. She was selling weddings and then she moved her way up. Within the 5 or 6 years she was there to become the general manager.
Yeah.
And she learned a lot around the sort of operational side of villas and running things to a high level. And then, they put their savings together and decided they wanted their own venture, which is where we're here now.
Banana Lounge is just so good. Like all the food,
Yeah.
all the drinks, like the best cocktails. I've pretty much eaten 80%.
Gone through the menu?
Yeah. 80% of my meals have been just Banana Lounge.
Yeah.
Which is the connected restaurant and
Restaurant
pool,
on site. Yeah.
pool bar.
Yeah. A lot of people sort of come and just spend their days on the day beds, you've probably seen.
Yeah.
Tanning by the pool.
We're trying to get the word out there a little bit more because the foot traffic's not as good.
Yeah,
So
because we're
it's
kind of
kinda
in
like-
like a little...
It's like a little
Private
secret
oasis.
spot, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there is a lot of cool stuff around here as well. So
Yeah.
it's like...
It's definitely a growing...
So the first day I got here, I was chatting to Melissa and you came along and she's like, oh, my son's pretty much a property developer and he's only 21 years old.
Yeah, I've sort of worked my way into that, starting off doing sort of real estate sales just for friends of parents or whoever that were coming over here on holidays.
And was that after this?
Yeah, after
Okay,
this, I
right.
suppose our villas here, Jellyfish, became like a funnel for my client as well as the restaurant.
Yeah.
Just being there, being in the restaurant a lot of the time, guests from here, they see how beautiful the place is that my parents have created, and then they sort of get a sense for the profitability in venues over here.
Yeah.
So they want to create their own ventures, and I start talking to them, and I'm like, hey, I can help you. And then I sort of sort them out with deals they can't sort of find from any other agents, just because of the amount of time I've been here, my direct connections with all the locals and their grandparents who are the landlords. And I just get them good deals in places they like so they can create businesses of their own. And then through doing that, I've sort of started getting into my own developments where I maybe pitch an idea that I know is going to be successful to investor friends or friends of friends.
Yeah.
And most of the time they quickly jump on, which I've done probably 3 times now, just this year.
Wow.
And then, we develop things together and I go in with them as well. And we create sort of joint ventures that work out well for everyone.
So that's in such a short amount of time. Did you want to do this before your parents did this?
No, I was at university studying to be an engineer.
Engineer, yeah.
I've done 2.5 years of my degree out of UQ in Brisbane.
Right.
And then I sort of came over here to visit the parents one trip and sort of got into that. And then I thought, you know what, I'm going to do a gap year, do uni online.
Yeah.
which I did for 1 year, and that was the year that I sort of really got into this whole real estate.
So what, 2-3 years ago?
It was my second year of uni that I did online here, and then that was the year that I really jumped into it all.
So what was the first deal? How did that kind of come about?
It all started actually because Dad wanted to find a block for himself and Mum.
Yeah, okay.
So he just said, you know what, go out looking. I'll sort you out if you find me something cool.
Right.
And I found some blocks, and then Dad was talking to a client in here who's now a good friend of mine, Sharaf Kalani. He stayed with us. Yeah, he was my first client. He bought a lot of land that we got for a really, really good deal. And now he's developed 3 beautiful houses. I bought a block myself there, which I've now flipped for a decent profit after like 18 months.
Just the land?
Yeah, I just flipped some land.
Yeah. So how does that kind of like work though? Like, so you bought the 20 or 30 year lease or whatever?
Yeah, so the first deal was freehold.
Right.
We all bought it. I used a nominee. The boys put it in their company names. And
right.
I switched it over to a different sort of title.
Yeah.
That isn't exactly a freehold as to say, but it sort of is at the same time.
Yeah.
It's tricky to explain.
Yeah. Explain it like give me the pitch. I'm trying to understand.
So there's 2 options. There's leasehold or freehold.
Yeah.
Leasehold, it's just for that specified amount of time.
Yeah.
Usually 20 to 30 years.
Yeah.
At the end of that, you renew it
yeah.
for another 20 to 30 years, whatever you've agreed upon.
Yeah.
And you just pay for the land again. You don't repay for the building, obviously, because that was your expense in the first period. Freehold, you can use a local nominee. Right. Put it in their name.
Okay.
You pay for it once, and that's it. You usually want to have a good relationship with them.
Yeah.
You want to trust them.
They can essentially...
There's ways that they could potentially screw you over in it.
Right.
But you rarely hear of that these days.
So what do you call? They're a
nominee.
A nominee.
A local nominee.
So is there just lots of Indonesians that
just people who have been here for a while usually have friends they trust.
Right.
Who are locals. Maybe whether it be their staff member or some sort of connection like that.
Yeah. Like Indos have lots of these.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like own half the island.
And then also you can switch it over to another sort of freehold certificate.
Yeah.
Which enables a foreigner to put it in their own name or their company's name.
Yeah.
They set up over here. That's in a sense safer because no one can sort of take it from them.
Yeah.
But it's more like a right to use than a right to own.
Yeah.
It's like a sort of loophole.
Right.
For people to buy here.
Right.
But you can always switch it over.
Yeah.
You can switch it back if a local guy wants to buy it and put it in their own name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was the structure that you did?
Okay, so they came in and they wanted him and a few friends. They liked around 3,000 square meters of land, and we bought it. And then because I helped the landlords out and they were really desperate for money, they gave me 500 square meters at a cheaper rate.
Right.
I still paid for it, but it was discounted a bit. And then I paid that off, and 18 months later I flipped it when I found the right buyer.
Yeah. So was that always the plan? Or
no, I was intending to build on it,
yeah.
But some other opportunities popped up, and it just made sense for me to pass it on.
Yeah. And are they building on it already?
Not yet, but they will do. They will do soon. And then the other boys, they've got beautiful villas that they've built on there now. It's a beautiful little community they created.
Sick. And that's just close by.
That's in Yang Yang. Yeah.
Yeah.
Over 10 minutes away.
10 minutes away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the first kind of deal where you're like,
and then I
can
got
do this.
excited and they paid me and everything worked out smoothly.
Yeah.
And then just they recommended me, and it also helps because I
So who recommended you? The guys that bought it?
My friends who bought from me.
And where are they? Are they back in Oz?
They're still here. Yeah.
Were they in Oz when you were doing the deal?
No, they were here. They were staying here at Jellyfish.
Oh, right.
I showed them the land. They'd been looking through other agencies at the time.
Okay.
But no one could really provide them exactly what they were after.
Mm.
And then luckily, I suppose I stumbled across a few blocks that were suitable for them.
Yeah.
And then, they jumped on them.
So you knew the owner of that one, or you knew?
Yeah. And I have a lot of local friends who work in the agency market. Mostly
Aussies or?
No, locals, like Balinese boys.
Balinese, yeah.
That I've sort of grown up with surfing or whatever.
Yeah.
Just been here for almost 15 years. And they're in that same sort of industry where they'll go around and scout land, and I, the majority of the time, provide the clients.
Right.
We work together.
Yeah.
And we split commissions and stuff like that.
Okay, cool. So you've got speaking the language and
speaking the language
genuinely
is
growing up with the kids.
The biggest golden ticket. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
And growing up with them, they trust me. The landlords, I've been friends with their kids for 13 years.
What is the kind of culture difference that I wouldn't understand if I just came along?
It's really respect oriented.
Right.
You can't just rush in and a lot of the the new clientele try and do.
Yeah, they're just like, I want to buy
just
this.
Walk in with their big watches and their fancy cars and say, yep, this one. And also people try to get deals that just aren't realistic. Like they'll come in and just really lowball the farmers.
Right.
And they're not too clued in with this whole new boom of developments.
I'm sure they
They've
kind of are starting
They are starting to now
Yeah,
with the help of their kids.
Right.
Who, they hear about other deals that other families are getting.
Yeah.
And they're sort of stepping in now and being like, hey, you know what, Dad? That's not the right price. That's not fair for us. Because, these farmers have been living off farming cows out here. They were originally the criminals that were sent out to the bucket back in the day because there was no water. They couldn't grow rice.
Right.
So sent out here, it was just dry, shitty land that was useless to anyone.
Right.
And they started farming cows, and they've been living off like selling a cow for $2,000 after raising that cow for 6 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they've been living on really small money for a long time. Then all of a sudden, there's people coming in throwing hundreds, sometimes millions of dollars at them.
So what do they do when they get it? Like, have you seen any
that first deal I was telling you about, it was quite special. He was this old guy. Pat Made, he's maybe 80, 85 years old. When I first met with him, he was almost in tears. He's like, I've got a family. I can't even provide them a gas burner.
Yeah.
We're still cooking on wood, on sticks that he would go and collect in the evening.
What?
To cook dinner on. They didn't have beds. They slept on rattan mats. Their house was leaking. It was a small little shed. When he got his first installation payment, he was only 10%. I took him around in the car and we bought some mattresses and gas burners and gas bottles, and
wow.
it was crazy to see how happy they were.
So did he get displaced though? Like
no, they've just got their house.
Part of the land.
They've got their house. Their life just got better. These people have a lot of land.
Right,
yeah,
right. Acres and acres.
Yeah.
Or
they're only selling like 2, 3, 5% of what they got.
Okay, cool. So but then what does he do now? He's cashed up.
They still, that's the beautiful thing. They still farm their cows.
Right.
They still do what they do. It's just their whole quality of life has improved.
Yeah. So
that's
like
what
going
I
out
sort
and
of
buying Lambos.
Yeah, that's what I try to focus on. But you do hear horror stories of people going in, buying all the land, or the kids selling the parents' land.
Right.
And, the parents aren't obviously happy. People get displaced.
No, right.
That's some of the things that you hear. I avoid that. I stay away from all that stuff.
Okay. So is there like because you said they own heaps of land.
Yeah.
Does that mean like how many in like a few kilometre radius of where we are in Bingen?
Yep.
How many different landowners?
Well, they're families usually. Big families. Probably usually of between 5 to 8 brothers on average. And when they do a sale, that they sort of discuss how the money's going to be split. So if one family member really needs money, he'll go to the family and be like, hey brothers and whatnot, is it cool if we lease some of this because I'm having a hard time, I need some money.
Yeah.
And they'll usually agree and they'll come to a fair price between them.
Yeah.
You can't just deal with one person. It's everyone on that certificate.
Mm.
So it can be tricky and it can take time.
So that's where knowing the lingo.
Yeah, exactly.
Knowing
it's not simple. It's not like, hey, we got a block, this is how big it is, this is the price. So you need to communicate with the whole family.
Do you know of many other like Aussies like yourself that are kind of been here a long time and kind of involved in the
there's a few.
There's a few.
Yeah, and there's a few agencies that have come in now that are also doing similar things, more on an established level. Word of mouth and I have been under the radar for a few years, just doing like for friends and stuff.
Yeah.
But now with my company, with my shop, with my website and socials and stuff, I'll
stepping it up.
I'll have a face.
Yeah. So you're doing the project management.
So consultancy. So it's just people put us on monthly retainers. Yeah. I employ an engineer. I employ a few site managers.
Yeah.
And I share them around with the projects that we're managing.
Yeah. And
they basically make sure that projects run to timeline. We provide communication with the owners who may be overseas.
Yeah. And
sort of with Adam's an expert in plumbing and electrics.
Right.
So he reads the plans. He makes sure that they're up to standard. Because Indonesian standards aren't quite what foreigners may expect.
Yeah.
And even...
How do they go with that? Because like a lot of the builders have been building villas for years.
Yeah.
And then now all of a sudden like
people may be expecting high quality.
The standards are like going through the roof, but their wages are still here, and all of a sudden you're like, you know, like very particular with the plumbing and electrical.
Some
and
people
stuff.
get very, very picky, which is where good finishing teams come in, which I deal with a lot. Like right now I have some stressful projects that require good finishing teams.
Yeah.
And sometimes we have to part ways with the contractor in the last sort of 10% of the build.
Yeah.
Just because they may have unskilled workers who can build walls and who can do the main structure of things. But when it comes down to getting the paint perfect or the silicone or the grouting of the tiles, things like that, you just need high skilled workers.
High skilled. And are they in like high demand?
Yeah, they are big time.
Yeah.
And they're paid more. And yeah, so I basically help with coordination of teams, of getting the right workers in and making sure the job's done well.
On like a retainer, isn't it?
Yeah, monthly retainers. Yeah.
So is that kind of like if I first buy a block of land that you've helped secure the deal?
Yep.
And then are you involved in like helping with any of the design stuff?
I share contacts, of course. I recommend people who I've worked with a lot of the time, just to make your life easier.
Yeah.
And to make things flow smoothly. So basically, you'll come to me, I'll find you a block or I'll find you a villa. We will go through a notarist to make sure that everything's clear and legal. And then when it comes to your design phase, I recommend architects or whoever you may want to work with. And then, that's where we've sort of added this second sector of the business in a way that from sale to completion, we have involvement throughout the whole project. Yeah. So it's like a real sort of turnkey product that we deliver. Yeah. And it's working really well. People are super happy with the product we're providing.
So you pretty much pulled together a full kind of turnkey operation.
Yeah. Yeah.
And before COVID, you were on the trajectory of
engineering. Yeah.
Engineering.
Now I employ engineers. I think I might go back to uni eventually.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I've promised Mum, but
right.
I will. Yeah. Maybe next year.
You got to if this thing is really kind of taken off, you got to lean into it.
Exactly. Yeah. Which is what I have done. I've taken this year off just to focus on it.
Yeah.
Focus on the business. Get it on its own legs.
Yeah.
And so I can sit at a more management point of view. Yeah.
You're a bit of a surfy as well, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, that's the reason why my dad moved over here.
Yeah. So how do you because I'm sure there's other surfies that just want to surf and get by.
How do I pull my head in?
Yeah. Because you're only, what are you, 21?
21, yeah. I've always just been sort of dedicated to...
Entrepreneurial?
Yeah.
Did you ever do anything else before COVID?
What did I do? I had part-time jobs in Australia.
Part-time jobs?
Beach hire, surf lessons.
Oh, right.
Stuff like that.
What part?
Noosa.
Noosa, right.
That's where I'm from originally. Bridgeton Beach, just south of Noosa.
Commissions on the beach hire stuff?
Nah, just salary.
Nah.
Yeah.
There's no sales.
Surf lessons.
Yeah.
Surf lessons were fun. Just when I was young, yeah.
So now that it's all popping off, you're you love the hustle though.
I love it. Yeah. Like just today, what have I done today? I've set up a finishing team for a project in Pereiranan. Yeah. We had to flick the contractors' boys just because they weren't up to standard. I did a full defect list, which I showed you earlier. Yeah, which was pretty severe. Yeah, so we parted ways with the contractor, and I've put in a group of qualified builders who can do it to the standard we expect. And
so just on that though, because the defect list was printed off was probably
and I've only just joined that job.
Yeah, so
maybe if I had been in earlier, we wouldn't have such.
Oh, you've only just gotten involved in it.
They took us on. This is where issues arise. People usually
go cheapest.
They want a consultant when things go wrong. Right. And then we're left to bring up the level. Right. But what we recommend is you get us on earlier. Yeah. To avoid any problems to begin with. Yeah. Then we don't have a defect book this big by the end. Yeah. It's only a few things and we get the whole project done quicker and they save money anyway. Right. Yeah. So that definitely makes sense on the investor side. Yeah. How do you go, because now it sounds like there's going to be a bit of an argument or whatever's going to happen with the trades before. Yeah. How do you go with not burning bridges? Imagine it's just a lot of negotiating. Yeah. And a lot of. Would you use that crew again, but just run a tighter ship? The contractor. Or no? Yeah, for a build, but maybe not for finishings. Right. Okay. Yeah. Or I'd tell him, hey, just increase your quote a bit, so that you can cover expenses for higher skilled labourers at the end when it comes to finishings.
Okay, but with the finishings like being the most important thing, like because I'm actually a qualified plumber.
Oh, are you?
Right?
No way.
So I'm just like the first thing I think about is like the actual drainage.
Yeah.
And this.
Well,
like,
a lot of the
sewage
time
soaked
here on sites you see
because that's the
they
most.
have the pipes have no fall, or they're not even using glue.
Yeah.
Or they're not resting them on beds of sand. It's just straight on limestone rocks. When you have compaction or seismic activity, which you see here all the time.
Yeah.
Crack and they don't even follow the plans half the time. So then, when people notice they have a leaking pipe, they go to fix it based on where the plan indicates it is. It's not there.
Somewhere else. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that like my brain just goes to that. It's like it's all well and good to have nice finishing, but if in 6 months' time there's a leak that's very difficult to get to.
Yeah, that's where our consultancy works
up.
on quality control too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have a team of skilled engineers, of skilled site managers, of qualified plumbers and electricians.
Yeah.
Everyone to make sure that the job's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you said something the other day, just off the cuff. You're like, commercial is like the best returns.
That's my opinion now. Yeah, because originally in this area there was obviously not many villas, just because it was a lot quieter. You only came out here if you wanted to surf, really, like 10 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Because there weren't spas, there weren't restaurants, there weren't all the things that provide basic necessities to a lot of families and stuff like that. But now with all these things opening, there's spas everywhere. There's restaurants galore.
Yeah.
It's sort of accommodating to everyone.
Yeah.
And more villas have been built, which has in turn just dropped the price of nightly rentals because there's so much on the market, it's flooded.
Yeah.
That people have options.
Yeah.
And the occupancy rates have dropped a lot.
Yeah.
Just because of an oversupply, really.
Yeah.
So now what you're seeing is 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom villas, they're clearing only 30 to 50,000 Australian a year, but you can build a shop on the main street that costs you 20 grand to build. The client pays for the fit out. Sure, the land may be more expensive to get initially. Yeah. But then you can get 30 to 40 grand a year in renting that little 80 square meter shop.
The shop front.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sick.
So that's what I'm sort of pitching to a lot of foreign investors now.
Yeah.
Like for example, in Uluwatu, I've just taken some land with a partner, and we're building 3 shops on the main road there.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're looking at those sort of numbers, and the cost to build is just astronomically cheaper.
But then the actual, so you've got apartments on the roof.
Yeah, we do apartments on the top.
They'll be more suited for longer, like people.
We'll sort of just gauge the market when it comes around to completion, and see what people want.
The drawings did look cool.
Yeah. We just got them back the other day.
What's in the area though? Like what are the neighbouring shops?
So it's just past the main sort of strip of restaurants. It's a little bit. It's past the bridge, and it's going up towards some other restaurants. Maybe a little bit further than what may be considered the main hustle and bustle area right now.
Is that before the paddle courts?
It's past that. It's
past that.
More around the Sulaban Uluwatu area.
Right.
But it's on the way to Yang Yang, which everyone's going
Traffic,
to now.
yeah.
It's the most popular beach. It's where all the new developments are happening. It is still on the main road. You got 500 people going to Mana every Friday night to watch sunset and drink beers.
Yeah.
You got 75 apartments being built 10 metres from us just beside.
Yeah.
There's a lot of foot traffic and that whole area is just sort of starting to build.
Right. So
yeah,
what are you thinking? There's going to be four shop fronts?
We're doing 4 apartments and 3 shops.
3 shops.
Yeah.
And what do you envision them to be?
So we've already leased 1 shop out to some good friends of mine who have a nail salon, and then we'll do a coffee shop and we'll do retail.
Sick.
Yeah. Sort of, we kind of create a community of businesses that sort of support each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like people will go get their nails done and then have a coffee.
Yeah.
Or they'll look at clothes and grab a coffee.
There's been a flood a flood of new villas and stuff, and it's dropped the nightly rate.
Yeah.
Which I've definitely kind of noticed.
Yeah, you would see that yourself. Yeah.
But then you check like Instagram and see how crazy Canggu is.
Yeah.
Like
I've heard occupancy there has dropped to like 30%.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just the streets to get to them all.
Yeah.
Like that's a bizarre thing to kind of.
There's so many villas.
Yeah, right.
Yep. And I don't know, I'm sure there are places that are still hitting that 95% occupancy.
Yeah.
But
so so now that you're fully in the game here, do you have any interest in like Australian real estate?
I did my course in Australia.
Yeah.
Just so that I can sort of appeal to to find investors.
Your real estate agent course, or?
Yeah, I did the real estate agent course in Australia.
How did you?
Yeah. Not that I've ever worked as an agent in Australia, but I just wanted the experience and the knowledge,
Yeah.
so I can relate to
You
how
can
Australian
talk the lingo.
clients may expect to be treated, which has helped definitely. Yeah, I learned a lot from that. And then over here, you do your certificates and stuff, and then you can operate as a legitimate agent too.
Oh right, so there's like it is legit here. Sorry, I
Yeah, it
thought
is
it was
legit.
a little bit more
Yeah.
wild west. Like
It is in a way,
you know,
yeah,
the
100% it is.
farmers.
Yeah, it comes down to connections really with who you can find land from, and who's willing to sell the villas through you.
So yeah, like, do you think it's just tourism going to grow even more faster than how much development's going on? Is it gonna?
Uluwatu is still growing.
Yeah.
This area.
But the occupancy has taken a bit of a hit recently.
The villa occupancy has, but overall, there's more people.
Yeah.
But
More
there's
people moving here.
There's more people coming and visiting this area.
Yeah.
But the occupancies look lower just because there's more villas for them to go between.
Yeah.
But overall, the rate of tourists coming here has increased drastically every single year, year on year.
Yeah.
Because you look at Canggu, a lot of my expat friends have moved from Canggu to Uluwatu.
Yeah.
Because they moved to Canggu when it was as Uluwatu is now.
Right.
And they moved there because they wanted that peace and quiet,
Okay.
which they've just lost now.
Yeah.
So people are coming out here, and in turn, tourists are noticing the same thing, and they're coming out here because they want the white beaches, which we've got, which Canggu and that can't provide.
Yeah.
They want to surf waves of higher quality, which we have out here.
Yeah. Yeah, because 10 years ago it was just surfers that came out here.
Yeah, exactly.
But now there's just so many cool bars, restaurants.
Yeah, 10 years ago there were probably 3 restaurants.
Yeah. So do you travel around the rest of Indo much?
Yeah, lots of surf trips with Dad and friends. Yeah.
Do you have a bit of a inkling of where's the next Uluwatu?
I think island-wise, Lombok's growing a lot.
Yeah, I heard that.
There's so many developers moving from Bali to Lombok.
Right.
So many. My partner Adam, he runs our consultancy side over in Lombok. We have villas over there that we're running to, which is good to see that we can sort of spread.
Yeah.
And
did he grow up here as well? Is he?
Adam, he's about 45 years old. He's done developments here. He's been living here for 10 plus years.
Okay.
And yeah, he's qualified plumber and electrician from England.
Yeah.
So he sort of jumped into the development market here.
So how did you guys come together?
He's
Have you been
actually
is this young?
Oh, he's actually the stepfather of my ex-girlfriend.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's how we met, and everything's cool. We're sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we've always been good friends. And
Was he involved in this?
No.
Jellyfish?
No, this was just mum and dad and
Right.
their friends from Australia. And then we complement each other. I provide clients and he provides a top end service. So
Yeah.
we work well together.
That's a good collaboration for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
So is he based in Lombok?
Monday to Thursday.
Monday
and
to Thursday.
Friday to Sunday here. Yeah.
So how far's the flight?
It's only like an hour.
Hour.
Yeah. So he'll fly to Lombok Monday morning.
And did he move there because
of the consultancy?
Because you guys think Lombok's
just because we had good jobs offered to us over there.
Right.
And Adam really loves spending time in Lombok.
Right.
Because he loves to surf.
I don't know if I've been to Lombok. I don't think I have.
It's a very beautiful place.
Yeah.
And it is growing dramatically. Yeah.
Any other like random islands?
Sumbawa's super beautiful. It's got a lot of cool communities like around Yo-Yos or what else is there? You got Lakey Peak, a few cool places like that.
Yeah.
And then Sumatra, you've got the Mentawais. So I've heard a lot of people are building nice places out there on those islands.
I went out there a few years ago and
good surf.
Great surf.
Yeah,
but the boat ride over was a nightmare.
Yeah, it's a mission to
take
get there.
3 hours. It took 6.
It's a mission. Yeah.
It's a mission.
And you got to spend the night in Sumatra.
Yeah. But like surfer's paradise, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's a dream out there.
I wonder if they can
absolutely beautiful.
Anywhere that they could do flights into it. Could they
direct flights?
Yeah, mini airport somewhere.
Probably in the future there will be. Yeah,
probably.
I'm sure.
But yeah, you obviously don't want to spread yourself too thin while you got it all going on around here.
We're just focusing. I only work in the Bukit area. I don't bother with Canggu or Ubud or any of those places. I just work around Bingen, Padang, Uluwatu, and Nyang Nyang. That's my sort of area that I focus in.
So up until now, it's pretty much sounds like it's just been like even to get to work with you, it's like you kind of need to know you or get to refer.
Yeah. And I've
Very
been kept
exclusive
very busy just through that.
Yeah.
Which is why now that I am creating my Island Properties website, Island Properties Realty face, like the whole website, the social media, the shop, the displays, all that I have had to grow my team.
Right.
In terms of employing staff to help me with the consultancy. I will be getting more agents in the next coming months. I'll get a mix. Of foreigners and locals. Yeah. Just because you need to appeal to both markets.
Yeah.
There's a lot of domestic investors who say are from Jakarta or anywhere in Indonesia that find an interest in Bali, and they want to sort of spread their investments. And then obviously the majority of my clients are foreigners. Yep. So it's good to have people they sort of relate to.
So you'll have like a website pretty soon where people can inquire about what would I do if I was keen on something like in this area.
Yeah, it'll just be like a standard real estate agency that you would see in Australia.
So you'd have all the listings.
Yeah, exactly. You just jump on my website, you flick through, just like any other agency does. Yeah. Pick what's suitable. And I show you what we got. And,
I think the educational kind of side as well is like even this chat, you know what I mean? Like
there's a lot to learn.
Explaining how
it sounds really confusing.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's very simple.
There's lots of people that have done it now.
Yeah, it's very simple.
Is there any kind of pushback from any Indonesians or...
In terms of like overdevelopment
or even
I'm
like
sure there's
culture kind of...
Yeah, even myself, I'm not a fan of this huge boom.
Right.
Like, man...
Starting real estate, eh?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to happen anyway.
Yeah.
People are going to develop. I may as well try and make a living off it. I avoid anyone who I know is going to do something that me or my expat friends wouldn't like.
Right. And what actually, like, that's what I'm kind of like...
What I'm trying to say is if I have a client who may come to me say, hey, I want 50 ARA, I want to build a huge hotel.
Yeah.
I'm just like, hey, mate, sorry, I'm not interested.
Right.
I work with people who want to build a house on 500 square meters for their family.
Right.
That's it. Or clients who have villas that they've developed and they need help selling them, I'll help them. But I don't want to do things that'll upset my friends or upset the people in the community that I've grown up in, that I've enjoyed because of how natural it was kept for so long.
Yeah.
And it is sad when you drive up the street and all of a sudden you're in traffic, or all of a sudden there's billboards all down the street, or there's drunks driving into you. Like what happened to me on the bitumen the other day.
Someone else driving into you, was it?
Or, you know, you hear your friends talk about how sad it is seeing all this development. And although in a way I am part of it, people will develop and people will buy land.
Yeah.
Irrespective of who sells it to them.
I mean, like I said about this place, this Jellyfish Villas is beautiful, and bamboo roof there, like very
we've kept a lot of natural,
kind of...
kept the Bali feel here.
Yeah, it feels like a villa from...
Yeah.
That's been here for 20 years.
Yeah. That's what's beautiful about Bingen. A lot of the original villas are like this.
Yeah.
Even though ours isn't as original, they have pools and big gardens and a lot of
still a lot of like have kept
natural materials and stuff like that.
Like I would have thought, you know, it's obvious. So you guys have actually planted these, but I would have thought that we
kept a lot of the natural terraces, like you can see over there that the farmers used.
Yeah.
Farmers built a lot of the trees.
True.
We've built in with nature. You see a lot of new developments. They're trying to build houses on 100 square meters. They're not making gardens. They're just building a tiny little plunge pool and concrete, making everything a bit of a concrete jungle. Which you see a lot of people are just prioritizing profit over the environment.
Yeah. And what about long term? Like, will you be like holding on to some of these places that you build for long-term rentals?
Yeah, definitely.
There's a lot of people moving here, isn't there?
Yeah. There's a big demand actually right now for long-term rentals. People are paying up to 100,000 Australian dollars a year, even more for a family. Yeah, for a house for the year. Most people, like individuals who are here as an expat on somewhat of a budget, are paying between 1,000 to 1,500 Australian a month for accommodation. and that's usually in a guest house or in a shared complex with a shared pool.
Yeah.
Get your own house these days is probably 20 to 40 grand a year Australian.
Yeah, which is still like if you're
for one or
working
two
online,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
peanuts, really.
It can be. It depends on the clientele. To avoid all the hassle and to avoid paying management, paying commissions to agents to get you guests, paying expenses, paying staff.
Long-term
A lot of
rentals.
people are just, you know what, I'll get someone in there for the year,
Yeah.
pay me up front.
True.
Maybe I don't make as much money, but my life's a lot easier.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there much of, because I was chatting to Ryan that does the Airbnb management,
Yep.
is there much of people renting long-term and then Airbnb-ing, like them dealing with all of the rest of the things?
Yeah, there's a lot of that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. People may go in and pay 20 grand a year for a villa.
Yeah.
And then deal with the headaches themselves and profit 10,
Yeah,
15 grand a year off it.
Yeah.
Or
Are you involved in any of those kind of deals?
I
Not really.
I mostly just work with sales.
Sales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not really rentals.
No.
I always help friends out. If friends want anything, if they have a villa that they need a client for,
Yeah.
I'll talk to my database and be like, hey guys, yeah, blah blah blah, so and so wants to look at your villa tomorrow. Yeah, he really liked it. Okay, cool. Here we go. He wants to rent it for the year. So,
Right.
Something like that, just for friends. Yeah.
Oh, just for friends. There's not enough in it. For you,
I mostly I prefer to just stick with sales.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you've sprung a few deals together where you've created value for yourself already with the
Yeah.
So basically, like developer kind of stuff where you're.
I wouldn't really say I'm a developer in a sense. I structured deals. I used contractors. They're the ones with all the skills.
Yeah.
I'm just structuring things, putting things together.
Engineering mind.
Yeah.
So how many do you have how many actual properties do you still own at the moment?
So my parents and I just took 9 bedrooms up the street.
Yeah.
That we're gonna renovate and put to the market for long-term rentals.
Yeah.
Like we were just talking about.
Yeah.
Because there's such a big demand for that. And then in Ulus, I've got a little bit of a share in those commercial shop fronts.
Yep.
And apartments. And then I've got my own little villa that I'm building for myself just out the back here. Yeah.
How far off is that one?
Oh, 200 meters.
Yeah. And like, is it almost finished?
Yeah, it's 2 months off.
Yeah.
A little too better with a pool. Yeah.
Making me feel like a bloody loser at 10 years
all,
older than you. Like,
not at all.
you've hustled for the last couple of years and
Yeah.
created some pretty cool
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, I like helping people achieve what they want to over here because I know it can be super overwhelming as a foreigner coming in here.
Yeah.
And not really understanding
100%.
the leases or understanding how you're going to manage it or things like that.
Yeah.
So I like to help people and show that it's possible myself too.
Sick.
Yeah.
So hopefully by the time edit this, put this all out,
Yeah.
we'll have a link.
Yeah.
go
My
to,
website's almost done.
What's the business name?
Island Properties Realty.
Island Properties Realty.
Yeah.
I like it.
And my storefront will be done in the next couple of months too.
Are you gonna have a physical little?
Yeah, I've got an office and a showroom.
Oh, sick.
On the main road in Padang Padang.
You've got that now.
Yeah, it's being built.
Right.
Yeah. And I'll have just like your typical Australian real estate agency with pictures
what
and
you got.
lights on the
Sick.
glass windows out the front. Yeah.
Next time I come back here, I'll be in the shop,
Yeah, come have a look.
see what deals you've got for us.
Sort you out. Yeah.
Sweet.
Would love to help.
Sweet, mate. I think that's probably good.
Thanks for your time. It was fun to chat.
Thank you, mate. Cheers. That's good. What do you reckon?
Yeah, cool.
Alrighty, if you made it this far, thanks for listening. Bede's obviously a switched-on young kid. We've actually kept in contact. He's got some cool projects and opportunities. So if you are interested, maybe just shoot me a message and I'll put you onto him. Or we will try to link his website once he's got it up and going. I think he's just so busy with the projects on the go that he hasn't needed to get his website online. But if you are interested, make sure to reach out.